Now, in Saudi Arabia, we try to support the Vision 2030 goals with national statistics supporting those policy ambitions. But international comparability has become more and more important also for Saudi Arabia as the economy, as the society gets more integrated with the international world, with the international economy. And if you have international organizations or international investors looking to the Saudi economy, they want to see internationally comparable data. They want to see whether development in the country is comparable to other countries and whether Saudi Arabia is a good place to invest their money in. In Europe, we have very strong quality standards, we have very strong governance standards in statistics, and we also have a very good coverage of statistics in all different kinds of domains. Here, I hope to contribute in this country to support the quality, to make data easier accessible in this country, and also to cover data gaps that are currently still there in Saudi Arabia.
تعلم أن عراب الاقتصاد ومهندس الرؤية هو ولي العهد السعودي، والذي يهتم كثيرا بلغة الأرقام في خطاباته وفي مبادراته. متى نرى جهاز إحصاء سعودي ينسجم مع هذا الاهتمام وبالتالي يخدم الاقتصاد الوطني؟
Providing sound evidence in terms of statistics is the basis for good decision making. So I appreciate a lot the Crown Prince's priority to look at data, to see what the evidence is, and then take decisions. And we can support him and the leadership in this country in looking at sound internationally comparable data. That is what our main task is, and this is what my strategy for GStat, for the General Authority for Statistics, comprises. We want to stress the quality of data, we want to close data gaps, and we want to improve accessibility to data. People need to see what data tells you about all different kinds of phenomena, on the economy, on the society, and also on other phenomena like the environment, for instance.
متى تكون الهيئة العامة للإحصاء مرجعاً معتمداً للأرقام والبيانات الرسمية، وما هي أهم البيانات التي تصدرها الهيئة العامة للإحصاء؟
The Statistics Authority produces important indicators like GDP, gross domestic product, national accounts. We measure inflation. Inflation measures the development of prices that consumers pay in supermarkets. We measure the development on labor markets. So we measure unemployment rates, participation rate in the labor market. But we also look at the population at large. So we are currently preparing a very important project which is going to be launched early next year, which is the census. In a census, we want to count every person living in this country to get a good overview of the population structure and development in Saudi Arabia. And this is going to be a milestone in the way to high quality statistics in this country once we have the results of the census, because a lot of statistics build on census information, and this is what we prepare very professionally currently.
ما التطوير الذي تم إضافته للهيئة العامة للإحصاء، وما المعايير الإحصائية التي يتم الاعتماد عليها في الإحصاءات المهمة، مثال ذلك أرقام البطالة؟
When you produce important indicators like the unemployment rate or participation rate in the labor market, you need to rely on international standards. In the field of labor market statistics, it is the International Labour Organization, ILO, which sets those standards. And basically what we do in labor market statistics, we try to find out where the population in working age is actually put in three categories. One category is people who are employed, who are working. The second category is people who are unemployed, who are looking for a job, but they are looking for a job in an active way. And the third category is those who we count as out of the labor force. So they are not looking for a job and they are not currently employed. And there are 3 criteria that we need to follow. The first question we ask is whether you worked in the last 4 weeks. If the answer is yes, then you're part of the group of employed. If the answer is no, then you need to go to the second question to see whether the person qualifies to be unemployed. The second question is, have you been looking actively for a job in the last 4 weeks? If the answer to this question is yes, and then we ask some follow-up questions, then you qualify to be part of the group of unemployed. If the answer is no, I was not looking actively for a job, then you're counted out of the labor force. And even after the second criterion, there's a third criterion for those who are part of the unemployed. You need to be available to take up a job in the coming 2 weeks. So the criterion, are you working? Are you actively looking for a job? And are you available for the labor market? Are internationally established criteria that we also apply when we put together labor market statistics in Saudi Arabia.
دعني أختم معك دكتور هذا اللقاء بهذا السؤال: هل من الممكن أن نرى خصخصة لجهاز الإحصاء السعودي أو حتى بيانات أو أرقام بتكاليف مدفوعة؟
I think the main question we need to ask is what serves the country best. And to answer this question, I think making data available for decision makers, for research institutes, for international investors is the best investment you can make. Yeah? You can sell data, but when you sell data, you make it exclusive to those who are ready and able to pay for it. This is probably not the best way to spread the knowledge about the economy, the knowledge about the country around the world, around research institutes and within the country. So I am a strong supporter of the idea that data in itself needs to be considered as a public good, which needs to be delivered at the highest possible quality level. And when you talk about commercialization, then you can enter into statistical services, analysis that you can build on this data, which is accessible to everybody. But I don't think that we should make data available only to an exclusive group who is ready to pay for this data. There are other people who build analysis and then they sell analysis. That's fine. But the statistics offices supported by public funds should make their data available to all people and all the society who is interested in working with this data, and we should do that in a most transparent way and in the best accessible way. We are building a database currently which will enable you as an analyst to look how data developed over time and to look into the structure of certain statistics. This is very important to better understand the economy and to better understand the society. And this is the contribution we try to make in this country.